turtling up the Turtle Club, and we're talking about Jana Stadler today, and to see if she was turtle enough.
For the Turtle Club.
Yeah. We have a couple of guests on our show today, and we'll each turtle cub that we talk to is going to describe kind of a quality that Jenna possesses.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to kind of like dive into that.
Yeah.
Our first guests are the X, all the way from Eugene, Oregon. First up, we have Austin Jane.
Looks like there wasn't a height requirement for this podcast.
Anyways, hi Austin.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me on the show today. I just want to talk about Jana Stadler and how good she is at pulling nutgrass.
She is really good.
And do you even see any mushrooms in that mulch? No. Pulled.
So true. Very passionate about it.
And did you see those flowers in her front yard? They just popped up on their own. That's how good of a gardener she is.
I hear the neighbors want to copy her exact landscape.
I think I've heard that she loves that idea.
But the bad part about it is that she planted flowers dead.
That is the worst.
It's either that or the deer eat them.
Stop it. No, really.
Yeah. All right, bye Austin.
Bye, Austin.
You're right, Austin. Janny's nutgrass really is firing on all cylinders.
Hi guys.
Hey, guys.
We're excited to be here today as fellow experts on Jana.
What?
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Well, I thought we were here to talk about my Sasquatch sighting.
No.
Oh.
Oh, there he goes.
Yep, and we'll see you later, I guess.
All right, we got Casey back
Ah, welcome back.
I was kind of hoping he would stay gone. honestly.
on one condition. He said that he's got to share a conspiracy theory, and no, Jana. It's not who killed Kennedy.
Kennedy is still alive.
No.
So, there was a time when Jana was living in Cordillera,
I remember that.
and I was out, there was a house showing, and I was out cleaning bird poop off the patio, and my shoes got wet, and I left them there to dry, and they mysteriously disappeared, never to be seen again. And I do have my theories of who may or may not have thrown them in the trash can, but yet to be proven.
Probably Sasquatch.
My money's on Jana.
Let's not get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should have known. Jana's like the anti-hoarder. If you have a few extra hangers in your closet, but you're gonna need them in 2 days, doesn't matter. Throw them away. Buy new ones. Couple days.
Or what's that? You've got signed Princess Di memorabilia that you haven't looked at for an entire month. Send it to Goodwill. Queen Elizabeth forever!
Anyways, guys, that's all the time that we have with you guys today. Thank you for joining the podcast.
Thanks for having us on the show.
Stay safe.
Keep an eye on your stuff. Either Jana or Sasquatch is probably gonna take it.
All right.
Where'd my shoes go?
I had a jacket.
Jana!
Bye.
Bye.
Next up on the podcast, we have a soon-to-be expert on people's health.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi, yeah, thanks for having me on the podcast today. I am excited to talk about ways that you can lose weight. I learned them from my mom, Jana Stadler. Some of you may be familiar with her, I'm not sure.
Who?
Sasquatch?
Oh, it's the shrooms lady.
Oh, the shrooms lady. Right.
She kind of came out with this method that just works wonders, and basically what she does is she just goes around and she eats half of everything that she just wants to eat at the moment, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, I've heard of this theory, I think.
How does this work?
How does that work? I'll tell you. She just goes, like if you had a granola bar or something, she just opens it up and she just takes half of it out and just leaves the other half around for the next week or so, until she's ready for it, you know?
Oh, aging it, yes. I heard that's good with cheese.
And farts.
But basically what's happening is, if you've ever seen Mean Girls, it's kind of like calcium bars where eating only half of it just kind of makes you drop calories like crazy, and I don't really know why that is, but like if you just watch the movie and you listen to how Catty Herring explains it, then it'll make a lot of sense.
Wow, this just in. Janice Stadler is the new Catty Heron.
Anyways, she had this habit and it was driving all of us crazy, but now I'm kind of hooked on it as well, and I've been just dropping weight from like 150.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
I guess her connection went out.
I guess so.
Well, it's quite the cliffhanger. But
She did send in these photos of her before and after, so
the
we'll
results
put that.
are incredible.
Astounding.
Brace yourself.
Next up, we have our expert historian on Janice Stadler's life, and she's going to go over the highs and lows of Jana's running history.
We are here to review Jana's life in terms of running. We don't get started too early on because she just wasn't interested, but we go ahead and include this little blurb right here where she won that race in 7th grade with no shoes on. We're still proud of you, little girl. Nice work. She then lost interest again and actually had a fat girl summer. You heard it here first, folks. It happened. Baking all them donuts up, eating all them goodies. She claims they didn't happen at the same time, but we refuse to believe that. She then gained some interest towards her 20s in some long distance running, but you can see she is hit with a lot of obstacles. She decides to have 6 children. It's crazy, but she doesn't let those kids hold her back. As you can see up here, she is running hard and fast, competing in 5K races and winning, only taking about 1 to 2 weeks off while she bears each child. As we continue throughout the graph, some of these details may be a little mixed up, but the energy is still there. At one point, she has a really bad ankle roll. There is no swelling or bruising, and she fears that without the visual proof that no one will believe how painful this injury actually is for her. Thankfully, she does eventually go see a doctor and finds out it is indeed broken. It is pretty bad. This doesn't keep her down for too long, though. As you see, she skyrockets up the charts as she trains for a marathon. Were all those long hours and miles down 1604 worth it? Well, as you see from this next dot here, that is her actually competing in the race, and we will say no more on the matter. She continues to run for a while and is then hit with another devastating injury and needs ankle surgery. Of course, there's some recovery time, but she does eventually get back up on that horse. Hashtag that weird horse show she was into for a while. During this time, she also discovers 5-hour energy shots, and she continues to enjoy and love those today. Throughout her life, she has experienced a natural ebb and flow with her love and desire for running, and she was recently hit with some heavy news that she had osteoporosis. She has pondered, will I ever be able to run again? Has all of this excessive running from my past caused this to happen to me now? Thankfully, she's been able to get some clarity, and she is back moving onward and upward. So where is she today? Well, she has had an arch nemesis, no, not Nadine, but someone else, recently move out of her house, and we believe that she will now have a lot of new time and energy to dedicate to her passions, such as running. So 2023 is looking really bright. We cannot wait to see what these next 10 years bring for Jana Lee.
Wow, that was really informative.
It was incredibly informative. I feel like
Learned a lot.
I learned a lot from that.
Learned a lot about Jana.
Yeah.
Who she is as a person.
Yeah. Her character. Almost. Yeah. But that does leave a lot of questions to be asked, right?
It does. It leaves a lot of questions to ponder and wonder about. Like, the first one is, why don't we talk about that marathon more? I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, and I mean, who is that arch nemesis that moved out of the house?
Yeah. I think we all know who it
I
is.
think so, but we'll let you guys interpret that. But
We know.
we know.
Sasquatch. Next up, we changed clothes.
We did change clothes, yeah.
Next up on the podcast, we have Hunter Stadler talking about how, cleansing the area of like unwanted stuff, garbage, trash, just cleaning in general, can really improve the mind.
Help his zen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the podcast. This week I'm trying out this wonderful, fantastic tip from Jana Stadler. It's called the 2-week clean. Every 2 weeks, you clean your house. And let me tell you this, today I cleaned the master bedroom. Look at that, beautiful. My energy inside just feels so much better. Now when I walk out here though, bam, a nightmare. And I just feel so chaotic and scared, but here, I'm safe. So thank you, Jana, for that wonderful helpful tip. And happy birthday. I just heard it was your birthday, so my heart goes out to you. I love you. Have a great day.
Wow, after watching that video, my energy just feels like so much better.
Except for when he was where it was messy,
Yeah.
It just was,
Oh my
when he was where it was messy, I just
Just
felt
like dark
chaotic.
energy.
But that room,
Yeah.
truly a safe space.
Yeah, it really was.
Next up on the podcast, we actually have a pre-recorded video for you.
Yeah, and it's pre-recorded because I had to go all the way across the street to see our guest speaker, Heidi Stadler. So, here's that video for you. Hello everyone, we are here today with Heidi Stadler, all the way from Rexburg, Idaho. How are you doing today, Heidi?
I'm doing great. How are you, Hayden?
I'm doing great, thanks for asking.
Of course.
So, of course, we're here to talk about Jana Stadler.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about who she is as a person?
If I have to say, she, as a person, she is the most kindest person I've ever met. And she does a lot for her children.
Yeah, let's get down to the nitty-gritty right here. What we're here to really talk about.
Okay.
So, as we all know, Heidi has the biggest boobs in the family. And we also know that Jana has pretty big Tetons. So, I just wanted to kind of get into the scope of someone who does have big tatas, and just kind of see like how hard life is for you as a person with big Tetons.
Okay, well, if I have to say, the reason why it's so hard is because when I go downstairs, I have to, hold them. Because even if I'm just going down slowly or not even fast, I have to hold them up. And it's kind of annoying.
You have to hold them so they don't hit you individually in the face?
No, they wouldn't hit me in the face, but they would just hurt.
I see. So, as we know, Jana kind of struggles with how her big balloons look in photos, and I think she would like to know, and the world would like to know, how do you, as an Instagram influencer, by the way, her Instagram account is at Heidi Stadler. And
Go follow me.
yeah, follow her. And we would just like to know how you make your boobs look smaller, or
So as an Instagram influencer, I have a couple hacks that I can tell you how to make your balloons smaller. So the first one is to just show the back side of instead of your front, And I do this a lot in photos so people get to know me from my butt as well. Here's an example. Alrighty. Okay, so the second hack is to put your arms kind of like on top of your chihuahuas. Like this. That's just how you do it, guys. Just so you know. And then, the third one is to run so fast that you are blurry and don't see them, like, at all. Or, you can have your photographer just take a blurry picture like this.
Gotcha.
And then, the fourth and final hack that I need to tell you guys is to lay completely on the ground like this.
Like on your stomach or on your back?
My stomach. Just lay on your stomach so that way, you know.
You just don't see it at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
So that is all you have to do, and those are all the hacks you need to know how to make your chihuahuas smaller.
All right. Well, thank you so much for giving us the intel on how to do these things. Yeah, but that's all the time that we have for today. So thank you so much for joining us on our show, and we'd love to have you back sometime.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Are You Turtle Enough for the Turtle Club podcast.
Yeah. Would you say that Jana is turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
You know what? I might just have to say yeah.
I think I'll have to agree.
Yep.
She is. So, until next time.
Happy birthday! Really, really late birthday!
Turtles are slow.